Jeremy Sockman here, looking at a classic movie from back when they didn't need any of that fancy color to tell a story. It's Red River from 1948, starring John Wayne and Montgomery Clift. This one is chock full of cows and cowboys, but it's also full of something else. So let's take a look. John Wayne plays Thomas Dunson, cattle rancher with big dreams. Seems he wants to start a ranch in Texas, but when his wagon train and love interest are killed, he's left only with his pal Nadine Groot and a little orphan boy named Matt, who grows up to be Montgomery Clift. We flash forward 14 years and there's a lot of cows and little cash. So Dunson gets the bright idea to drive the herd to Missouri to sell for big bucks. He rustles up a crew and they start a marching. But Dunson's a bit of a jerk, and his crummy food and attitude start a mutiny.
Man can't eat this kind of food. After we lost that other grub wagon, we should have turned back.
Well, we didn't turn back, and we're not going to. And even if we had, I couldn't replace what we lost. I'm broke. Got nothing to buy it with. So you're on short rations and bad coffee. And you're gonna be until we finish the drive. And you're gonna finish it.
Sealer, I like what the man says.
Like it or not, that's it.
When he's all set to hang some deserters, Matt kicks him off the drive and he gets sour. Then Matt decides to take an easier route to Kansas and on the way meets a wagon train under attack and saves the day and a sweet lady named Tess. He shoves on and hits Kansas and makes bank, while Dunson's still stewing and gets a posse together. He's all set to have a shootout with Matt when some fists start flying and, spoiler alert, Tess gets them all to chill out and become pals again.
Stop it, I said! I'm mad, good and mad, and who wouldn't be? You, Dunson, pretending you're gonna kill him. Why, it's the last thing in the world you'd stay still. I'm mad, I told you. And you, Matthew Garth. Getting your face all beat up and all bloody. You ought to see how silly you look, like something the cat drank. Stay still!
Now, Red River may not have actually had a Red River in it. It's hard to tell in black and white. But one thing it did have was Montgomery Clift surrounded on all sides by men in spurs. But if you think this is just a story about driving cattle across the country, you're missing out on all that sweet, sweet subtext. You see, Matt is pretty, not rugged and weathered like the other ranch hands, but a real svelte sweetheart who looks so good in tight jeans that he awakens feelings in everyone around him. This was an era when the women were at home on the range, and the men were all together on the plains, and when something's out of sight, it can get out of mind. So when little Monty swaggers by in that hat, the men all want a piece of that.
Yeah, I might at that.
Tess can see Dunson's true feelings for Matt and spells them all out.
When anybody with half a mind would know you two love each other.
But Dunson doesn't know how to process these strange urges for the hot young stud. There was no gay marriage back then, so he does the next best thing. He offers him half of all his stuff.
You don't mind that, do you?
No.
Then we've got the trick shot scene between Matt and Cherry. They handle each other's pistols and take pot shots at a can. But when you look at the smiles on their faces and the longing glances they shoot each other, you just know it's not the other 6-shooter trigger they want to be pulling.
Can I see it? Maybe you'd like to see mine. Nice, awful nice.
So in the end, the way everyone's looking at Montgomery Clift, the way Howard Hawks films him, and the way he's the real hero of the movie even though John Wayne was a bigger star, all hammer home the real plot of this movie. Even the machoist man will wilt to a sweet peace. I'm Jeremy Sockman, and I'm giving the daring and ahead of its time look at male sexuality that is Red River my seal of approval.
You're soft. Won't anything make a man out of you?
I like him in between. There are a lot of rough boys along the border. I just got back from there.
You want to stick your nose back in that country?
When I wanna normally do this kind of